you. Hey, what do you think about your girl, man, Osaka?
Listen. All right, can I tell you what happened before she won?
Go ahead.
All right, so I'm on the ground level, right? So a week ago when she got out of the first round, my wife was sitting on the couch, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's old girl, right?" And they had on Japanese news, and she was speaking in Japanese. And then right after the segment was off, because they was just doing an interview courtside, right? So she just finished doing an English interview, and then she was doing a French interview, right? So she went straight in the Japanese interview, and the newscasters on the national news in Japan, because they only got like 4 stations, they started giggling. And I asked my wife, like, why are they giggling? Because they say her Japanese is not proper. Like, that's why they're giggling. I was like, okay, you say that without even blinking. She didn't even look up at the television screen. She was still looking at her phone when she answered, right? So I was like, but when she win, she going to be Japanese all of a sudden. Don't matter. I said, watch. And my wife was like, what? And then when she won, my wife called me downstairs. I was like, what's up? She's like, I'm paying for dinner tonight. Let's go out because you won the bet. Yeah, I told you. Like I told you. Now they claiming the fuck out of her ass.
Her little half foo, huh?
Yeah, half foo. Like she ain't been in Japan. She was 6 years old.
Yeah,
and she Haitian.
But all of a sudden, they claiming they're half foo, huh?
Yeah, like they went on the Japanese national team to represent Japan in the Olympics and all this extra crazy shit. Nissan right to give her a damn deal. Like they was laughing at her on Monday and they trying to give her a deal on Tuesday. I said, her like Jesus on Sunday. Yeah, it was crazy. It was one of those things where it was like,
hey. And I know. I said, Gus, I know you got upstairs, had a drink, and giggled your motherfucking ass off, didn't you?
Yeah. I was happy. I was dancing. I was like, yeah, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Wife got real mad because I ordered, the Hennessy Paradise. It's like $50 a glass. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'd be mad too.
I'm petty when I'm right.
You talking about the tennis tournament?
Huh?
You talking about the tennis tournament?
Yeah.
Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi.
That's the one that Serena lost or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beat Serena on top of that. I know they were actually doing backflips.
Yeah. Oh man, listen. Like I told somebody, I was like, look, man. Like when you said at BGS, like we gonna sit this one out. I was in the house, man. Like my wife was looking at me because I watched it like when I had a chance, and she's like, "Why are you dancing?" I was like, "All right, sit down and listen to this. I'm gonna go downstairs." And she was like, "Yeah, I see why you was dancing." I'm like, I'm like, it ain't no. It's to me, it's like this. It's like, don't call us to come save you when you've been throwing niggas underneath the bus the whole goddamn time. Like, yo. And here's the thing, you got too comfortable.
Yes, she did. She did.
Like you've been dealing with this for 16 years, like longer
20 years.
Yeah, since you've been 16 years old. You from the beads in your hair to you crip walking. Like I'm gonna just say, like somebody was like they did her wrong. No, nigga, they didn't do her wrong.
They've been doing that. They did it the same way they've been doing for the last 20 years.
For the 20 years, it's like this. All right, so. You got on the cover with Kaepernick. Then you go and wear a bodysuit. They told your dumb ass not to wear it. Then you gonna say, I'm gonna thumb my nose at you. I'm gonna wear a tutu. Okay, all right, no problem. Cool, got you. Right? Then you gonna sit up there and this dude, like, why are you enforcing these rules we really don't enforce? Because we need to give you the choke chain, bitch. Yeah, get your ass back in line. That's basically what they're telling you. Here's the choke chain. Why ain't y'all help? And then, she's like, it's not about race. Well, it can't be about race because the motherfucker across the court from you is a lighter shade than you. So you can't even make it about race. It's about feminism. Are you fucking playing against a man? That's
she on that shit.
No, next she's going to accuse the Japanese chick of being a transgender.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm sitting up here like, yo, this girl looked like 110 pounds wet.
Who?
With firefighter boots on. You lost, and you lost because of the simple fact of the matter is
she's
you let emotions get to you.
Well, no, she's younger and she's faster.
Yeah, She's faster, she's younger, and you don't got no. And the other thing about it is that girl don't got no fear of you. The rest of them little white girls, when you been hitting them with the racket and screaming and shit, they scared of you.
Mm-hmm.
You've been bullying them forever. You don't know how this girl played. You underestimated the girl.
No, she already beat her once. She's beaten her already. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So she already knew. She said she wasn't afraid of her. She's just another player. That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is that girl is what you used to be when you had your daddy behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You got rid of. Then you got rid of.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Keep on going. No, hey, don't stop those fucking words. Shots fired.
But that's
continue.
Because she had her daddy behind her. But the difference is that her dad gave her that quiet storm shit. Like, yo, you go in there, you handle business, you kiki ha ha. They don't be like that. See, that's gonna be worse. Mm-hmm. When you come in there all bombastic and throwing your chest out. Tennis is not that type of sport. This is not basketball, this is not football. Mm-hmm. It's a gentleman type, rich, prissy ass sport. Mm-hmm. You gotta have some class and dignity after. You know what I mean? There's certain rules, there's gentleman rules in golf and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things you got to do. I'm not saying she did not
use that etiquette.
Yeah. In other words, like she said, she's pointed out, well, the men do it and other white players have done it. And to quote one of my sages, she always said, "Did you look in the mirror and figured out you didn't wake up? You woke up black this morning and not white?"
Well, no, she didn't, because there's no mirrors in our house except
You ain't shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you forgot, like Serena, you walk around the corner. If you stand on the edge of a corner and you look back and still see your ass, you ain't white. Like you know what I'm saying? If you walk out at 70 degree to 80 degree weather and you ain't got to put sunscreen on, you ain't white.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and for somebody that's married to a person that is white, say it's 70 degrees, I be messing with my wife. Hey, you see your cousins putting on a sunscreen? You need to put your sunscreen on. You'll start peeling. I said, hey, I'm sorry. I love you like a play cousin, but you gonna look like balled up aluminum foil when you get to about 45 to 50, and I'm still like, and then you gonna be looking at me while you looking at her. I ain't looking at you, Skeletor. Get your shit together. Get your goddamn motherfucking sunscreen, bitch.
And I think when Serena looked across the net, she saw herself 20 years ago.
Yes, that right there. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Had that moment of clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What she need to do is this, right? What she need to do is this. Give you 2 other motherfucking tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. Get you a nice announcing job. Open up you a fucking Serena Williams greater business fucking feminist fucking tennis school or whatever, and ride off in the motherfucking pasture.
What you need to do is take the girl under your wing.
That's what no, because her dad ain't gonna have that shit. They ain't gonna have that. They ain't gonna have that shit, especially after that shit she just pulled.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And listen, and that dude Haitians don't do that shit.
Okay.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen. He gonna keep her. Look, she have one thing that I know is, especially men from the island and Haitian men, and especially then the wife is Japanese and the authoritarian shit. They want her far away from that shit as possible.
Okay.
They ain't nobody. They ain't no.
Because Haitians are authoritarian.
Yeah, and the second that his daughter come in there with some, I'm a strong woman, he gonna look to the left, he gonna look to the right,
and backhand the fuck out of her,
and he gonna slap. He gonna try to peel her soul out of her body with the greatest slap. Ain't nobody sees it. Like that's gonna happen. It's just one of those things where her mortality right now, like the women that's been able to get her are the women that don't fear her because they ain't got shit to lose. And she doesn't really have any type of what it says, like footage on them or any type of information on them. And she's walking out there because it's that time where it's like that It's like when Lennox Lewis got knocked out by that dude from Baltimore and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit him. I call it the stay away from me punch. He got hit with the stay away from me punch. He underestimated who he was fighting. He wasn't really ready. It was just a walk in the park. It was a cool, easy couple of mil. And that's what Serena thought. I'm going to go in the U.S. Open. I done did this shit and whatever, and I'm going to beat this girl, and then I'm going to wave, and I'm going to break this chick record, and I'm going to ride off in the sunset after the season because I'm going to fuck around and get pregnant again, and that's going to be my excuse. So she's already setting up her out. It's already being set up. I can't come back because I thought I was leaving my kid and all this other stuff. But you ain't even watching the kid now. She with a nanny. She ain't with grandma. Where your mom at? I ain't seen your mom courtside in forever. Where your mom at?
She ain't letting her kid around no niggas, man.
Exactly.
That's on a coon train, bro.
Exactly. So when you said Serena, whatever, and I said, here's another thing. I don't care what all this feminist shit is about. That man was an umpire, and I think that man is European. Taking that shit not from your black ass on the middle of everybody, embarrassing in front of everybody. No, you can miss that. Like he gonna make an example out of you real quick. No. Oh, what? You mad about that? If that shit even close, it's out, bitch. Like it didn't even look like we ain't even doing a review. I overruled the review. They probably put the review machines in the back. Nope.
Did she forget where she forgot where she was?
She forgot what she and where was all them feminists? They weren't kicking in the door trying to help out because right now they got a girl fucking with little boys and shit on fucking camera. What's the Italian chick? You know what I'm saying? Me Too movement. Like they taking L's left and right.
Who do you think is on the WTA for all those other little white girls that you've been kicking their ass for the last 20 some odd years? They're the same little white feminists.